call State of Wisconsin versus Taylor Schabusiness, 20 CF 998 to 20 CF 1393, 22 CF 363. The state appears by Deputy District Attorney Saunders. The defendant is here in person and with her attorney, Mr. Jolly. We're on the court's calendar excuse me, for an arraignment this morning. Mr. Jolly, have you and your client received a copy of the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you asking that the information be read out formally in open court?
No, Your Honor, we waive the reading of the information. I've gone over it with my client. It does appear to mirror what is in the complaint. We enter not guilty pleas on all counts.
Okay. Not guilty pleas will be entered on behalf of the defendant. Then the next, actually, the other files that are on are simply those probationary counts. There's a revocation on the books waiting to be heard. I'm assuming the parties just simply want those to be brought along with this case as opposed to address those now. Is that correct, Mr. Jolly?
That's correct, Your Honor.
State have any objection?
No, that's fine.
Very good. Those will just simply come along until such time as we're ready to address those. The next thing we need to deal with is scheduling. What I'd like to do is get the matter at least on the calendar for a trial at this point, at enough time to allow the parties to complete their discovery and give them time to do that, but at least get something on the books. Any objection to getting a trial scheduled at this point from the state?
No, that's fine.
Any objection from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't know precisely the status of all of the discovery issues. I do know that I've gotten some orders across my desk to sign regarding discovery issues in this case, but I'm looking at mid-October. Any problem with that time frame, Mr. Jolly?
Your Honor, at this point, we haven't received any of the discovery yet. But, I mean,
Okay.
once I start reviewing it, I'll have a better picture of where we are.
Mr. Saunders, any idea when the discovery? Because maybe in the sense that I get the matter on for trial doesn't quite add up.
It's certainly available. I think perhaps maybe somebody from Attorney Jolly's office picked it up on Friday, but maybe our notes reflect it was picked up on July 1st. So it's done and prepared.
Okay, so you're indicating the discovery has been prepped, it's been picked up, at least the state thinks it's been picked up. With the holiday, I suppose there's room for a little bit of confusion on that. How about if we, I'm going to stick with the idea then of scheduling the matter for trial. Obviously, if you take a look at the discovery, these dates are going to be problematic, and you have to let the court know. But how about a trial starting on October 24? Mr. Jolly, does that work?
That works.
That should work for the state at this point.
Okay. And did you check? I know we need to make sure that these dates work with victims. Have you checked there as well?
I did. I believe those dates work for the crime victims as well.
Okay. So October 24, that's a Monday. That'll be our trial date. I intend on scheduling two other dates. First date being a final pretrial, which is going to be a few days before this trial, but also a status date, just to confirm that we're still on track. Because if we're not on track, I don't want to hear about it 2 days in advance. So how about a final pretrial on this case on October 19? Mr. Jolly, does that work?
That works.
Looking at 1 o'clock.
That'll work.
Okay.
And that works for the state and the crime victims as well.
Okay. So that'll be the final pretrial and then a status date. September 1st, 1 o'clock.
That works.
And that works for the state and crime victim as well.
Okay, so that'll be a status date, and hopefully on that date we'll get a good sense about the remaining dates. Anything else for the calendar or for the court today? Mr. Saunders?
No, thank you.
Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, present bond continues then, and this matter is concluded.